Take a page from the Girl Boss Town book and give you my thoughts on what Fletcher could have done to respectfully announce that she's dating a man. If you want to hear my thoughts on the situation, I just did a bunch of videos. You can go watch those. But this is specifically just going to be talking about like the PR strategy that I think she could have used if she didn't want to elicit this reaction. So I don't think the inherent timing of doing it during Pride, if you're announcing who you're dating as a queer person, is bad. I think she absolutely could have done this announcement during Pride Month. What I think is bad is tying the announcement of I'm dating a man to the language she's using about it, which is harmful rhetoric that has been used to hurt our community in the past, and also the language inherent within the song of I've changed, etc. She could have put up a post or a story, anything, even a video explaining like, okay, hey guys, I haven't been talking about this because I've been scared of the reaction, but I'm dating a man. Talk a little bit about the relationship, why you like him maybe, other than just the fact that his lips are soft. Or don't, whatever. She could have ended it with something like, I hope you guys will continue watching and supporting me as an artist. I'm still a queer artist, and I hope that you guys will continue to watch me through this new expression of my sexuality that you haven't seen before. That would have been received quite differently. I already talked about this, but saying the way that someone is going to react before giving them the chance to have that reaction is eliciting a negative response. You know what you're doing with that. You're gonna get a negative reaction because you're telling somebody how they're gonna react without giving them the chance to do it. So had she just come out and said like, hey, I'm dating a man, she could have even done like, I would have loved to see this, like an old fashioned style sit down YouTube video. I'm dating a man. This is what my relationship looks like now. I'm expressing my sexuality in a way that you guys haven't seen before, and I hope you stay with me. Like, it could have just been that in a video. Would have loved to see that. If she really was desperate to like tie it to something that she can make money from, like tying it to this song, she could have tied it to the release of a different song that was more celebrating her bisexuality and queerness, rather than a song that is like targeted towards her sapphic audience, her audience in general, talking about their reaction to something that she hasn't even announced yet. I would have actually loved to see a song celebrating her queerness and her bisexuality, rather than a song saying that she is not identifying with who she was in the past, and that was like an unhealed version of herself, and she was lying about who she was, and now she's a different person. That language is really bad for our community. That's the language that people have used to harm us in the past. And as someone who is queer, who's been in the community, who's been like a pinnacle of the community, she knows that. She has to know that she's using the exact language that has been used to harm us. That's just what I think. If Fletcher would like to hire me for a rebrand, we can talk.